is Robert Valencia. He is a contributing writer for Global Voices Online. Robert, good to see you. So we know the protests have been driven by anger over economic and security concerns. We know that it is not just in Caracas, but in other parts of the country as well. Has the government shown any real interest in listening to the concerns of the demonstrators and then responding in some way to them?
First of all, thank you for having me on your show. Well, the government hasn't shown any peaceful initiatives to quell the current violence that is taking place in different cities of Venezuela. There's a number of students who peacefully started these protests, and there's no sign of their whereabouts. That's something that we need to be clear on this. Secondly, yesterday, Leopoldo Lopez, one of the leaders of the opposition, was taken into custody by Diosdado Cabello, one of the top leaders of the current administration of Nicolás Maduro. So far, what Nicolás Maduro has said was, we will try to bring this into peaceful agreements, but unfortunately there has been really not a true sign that the protests will come to an end.
Robert, what is it that the demonstrators, the protesters ultimately want here? It's one thing to be upset and want your voices to be heard on these issues of security and the economy in bad economic times, but ultimately, is it more than that, than just wanting to be heard? Is it a call to some kind of of action?
Well, as we already heard, the real change that many Venezuelans want is freedom of expression. Ever since Maduro has taken office, we've seen an array of media violations and freedom of expression violations. First of all, Venezuela was withdrawn from the Commission of Inter-American Human Rights of the Organization of American States, which oversees freedom of expression. Globovisión was one of the 24-hour channels in Venezuela, and it was basically bought out by sympathizers of the current administration. NTN 24, a Colombia-based news channel, was withdrawn from the programming lineup on cable TV. And actually today we've heard that CNN en Español was also under investigation for the coverage that they've been doing about the protest. So in a nutshell, what Venezuelans are asking is, as we mentioned, lower the inflation, which is 56%.
Yeah.
The current security mayhem that Venezuela has undergone for so many years due to the policies of the Chavez administration. I'm saying Chavez because this started ever since he took power 15 years ago.
What do you think the stand should be from the United States as it watches closely what is going on in Venezuela?
That's an interesting and a really interesting question, because for every villain there has to be a hero, and Nicolás Maduro wants to portray himself as the hero of the Bolivarian Revolution and paint the United States as the villain. As we already know, 3 diplomats were expelled because they were accused of financing these protests, which the United States has denied. The United States had to come in better terms through the Organization of American States, but as we know, the government has already an argument across the board. So the people who represent Venezuela on the Organization of American States rejected any intervention from the United States. So the United States only expressed through President Obama in Mexico. He condemned the violence and the deaths that took place. But so far, there's really not an involvement from the United States per se.
Yeah.
So that's basically what is happening now.
Robert, appreciate it. Robert Valencia is a contributing writer for Global Voices Online, joining us from New York.
Thank you.
Robert, thank you.